Hi all, welcome back to my channel again. So after the trip, I'm back with a vlog and this video was taken on last Friday. So keep watching. The weather was a bit dusty in the morning that day. Having some soaked almonds. I was not completely back to the healthy routine but shall begin soon and will be uploading healthy vlogs. Moving on to the laundry, washing the whites today. I had made this idli batter the previous night. The idli and dosa batter is almost the same except the idli batter would be a little extra thick. The previous day I had washed and soaked half cup urad dal in filtered water and grinding it. Then 1 cup idli rice soaked, grinding it with half to 1 cup of cooked rice, using very little water to grind. Mix both together with hands to get a good texture. Now preparing idlis for breakfast. Spread some oil if you wish or skip it. Cook for around 10 to 12 minutes. Meanwhile, preparing for the onion chutney. Slice 1 onion, 1 tomato, 3 to 4 garlic cloves and some curry leaves. In a kadai, heat coconut oil and add everything together and cook well, adding some salt. Now the idlis are ready and letting it cool down. Making coconut chutney too. In a mixer, add a cup of grated coconut. To this add 2 big spoons of curd, some coriander leaves, 2 green chilies, a small piece of ginger, 2 shallots and grind in a cup of warm water. Now seasoning it by spluttering mustard seeds, curry leaves and dried red chilies in coconut oil. Add salt and mix. Back to the onion chutney. Once sorted well, add 2 tablespoons of Kashmiri red chili powder, roast for a few minutes and take it off. Grind with half cup of water. The lesser the water, the more tastier it is. And it's ready. And the idlis are also taken out. Now some of you had asked me to show how I make tea. So this is for 2 cups of tea. Taking half cup of milk and 1.5 cups of water. Adding sugar and keeping it for boiling. Once the milk is about to boil, adding around 1.5 teaspoon of tea powder. The tea powder I'm using here is extra strong, so adding less. Once it boils, reduce the flame to very low and boil for 30 seconds or maximum 1 minute and the tea is done. And it's time to have our breakfast. Then we were going to the fish market as early as possible because it would close by 11 am. This place was suggested by my very close and dear friend Jinu. They buy fish from there regularly. Now that's the fish shops. The best part over here is that they clean the fish so well for around 3 to 4 riyals and that saves much time in the kitchen. Now this is the shop we bought fish from. I don't know about other shops, but this shop did their job well. Going back home, having a small bar of Kit Kat on the way back. I told you I haven't been back on the healthy lifestyle, need to get back on track soon. After reaching home, separating the fishes, you can see how well they have cleaned the fish. That's squid, making it for lunch today. I had these baskets from IKEA in which I store fish and keep in the freezer. I separate each day's fish in a Ziploc bag so that it's easy to take out from the freezer. Moving on to lunch preparation. Firstly, cutting the squid. Then cleaning the sink and the surrounding area just to get rid of the raw fishy smell. Boiling water for cooking the rice. Washing and draining the rice, keeping it ready when the water boils. Now putting all the vegetables for today's dishes in water for some time. Meanwhile, the water was boiling, so adding the rice into the boiling water. Now chopping up 5 to 6 shallots, 4 to 5 garlic cloves, a small piece of ginger, 1 green chili, half an onion. This is for making the squid masala. Using iron kadai, I'm trying to remove non-stick and aluminium vessels nowadays. Firstly, adding few curry leaves into 3 to 4 tablespoons of coconut oil. Then adding the shallots and onion and green chili and mix. Meanwhile, making a side dish with this vegetable. It's called kusa or marrow, somewhat like a zucchini. Chopping it. While the onions are cooked, adding in garlic and ginger. Simmer and cover, let it cook well. Chopping up the remaining and a carrot too to cook along with this. When the raw smell of garlic and ginger is gone, add 1 sliced tomato. Beginners, please slice tomato on the chopping board. Mix well and cover again. In between checking onto the rice and it's not yet cooked. Now slicing the remaining half onion for the side dish. You can use shallots for better taste. I'm just using the half onion so that it doesn't go waste. Few curry leaves and 2 green chilies sliced. Giving a mix to this in between. The rice is ready now and I'll show you how I drain it for those who had asked me. I drain it in a colander. I'm keeping a bowl below today because I'm using the rice water today. Adding filtered water to this and spreading on top of the rice. Now this is the rice water I'll be using to make an authentic curry. I don't know if it's made in any other parts, but I've been having it since childhood. Back to the squid masala. Adding 1.5 tablespoons of chili powder, half teaspoon of turmeric powder, and 2 tablespoons of coriander powder. Adjust the masalas as per your preference. Roast it for a minute and adding a glug of water. Meanwhile, heating a pot on the other burner for making the other dish. Adding the squid and mixing well. Cover and cook for 2 to 3 minutes and it's ready. Do not overcook the squid because the squid becomes harder the more you cook. So 3 minutes is perfect. In this pot, add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, adding the curry leaves and then onion sliced and green chilies. Now adding the chopped veggies. Cover and cook in low flame for few minutes. Meanwhile, preparing the curry. Now this is red spinach. Wash well and keep aside the leaves alone. You can chop the leaves or keep it as such. Now there will be a skin formed on top of the rice water. Remove it. I like to use thick rice water, so I remove some thin water from top if it's there. Here it's already thick. Giving a mix to this. Now in a curry pot, add 2 to 3 tablespoons of coconut oil, which is the authentic oil to be used here. Adding 3 to 4 sliced shallots, 2 to 3 garlic cloves chopped, and 2 green chilies sliced. Mix well till light brown. Then goes in the rice water. When it starts boiling, add the spinach leaves. If you're using a clay pot like mine, make sure you're stirring always, otherwise the rice water may spill over. Once the spinach leaves are cooked, the curry is ready. You can see I haven't added salt in any dishes. I didn't have it at that moment. I added it later. Moving on to making the bed. And my husband gave a bath to Arman. As it was weekend, I didn't want to go into deep cleaning just for the sake of having more time with family. Finally, we all got fresh and ready to have our lunch. After some time, it was time for Rihan for his badminton coaching. Back to the cleaning after having lunch, which is not so best part anyways. Even if there are very few dishes for cleaning, if I'm feeling lazy, I load it in the dishwasher. Nap time. The weather was lovely and it was raining. After some time, got out to enjoy the climate. Having tea and hot onion pakoras. The weather was lovely. At around 8 p.m. we again got out for picking up Rihan and it was still raining. Kids insisted on having pizza for dinner. Getting a foot massage from my little one. Having pizza for dinner. And watching a movie. The day ends. So that's for today's video. Hope you enjoyed watching it. If so, please give a thumbs up. Do subscribe if you haven't yet, clicking the bell icon for getting updates on my videos. See you soon. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.